Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojola with Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift, I want to encourage us to be more vigilant. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Old situations will pop back up just to test your growth. Be vigilant so you don't sleep. Old situations will pop back up just to test you, just to test your growth. I'm encouraging you to be vigilant so you don't sleep. So I welcome you again to Daily Mind Shift. So today we will talk about those old situations, all right? Those old situations that sometimes will just pop back up, right? You think you've overcome that particular thing, that particular habit, you think you've broken them. 2 years down the line, boom, they just pop back up. So you need to always be vigilant, all right? Don't think because you've not smoked in 7 years, you can't relapse. That cockiness is how many people sleep. Don't think because you've not drank alcohol in the last 4 years, 4 months, you've overcome. That, I think, is the Bible says something concerning that. It said, he that thinks he stands, take heed lest he fall. I tell people it's not about the standing. You are standing. But the moment you think you're standing, then be careful because you'll be tested. Life is just testing you. It's not the devil or anything. Life will say, oh, you think you're standing? Let me check. Maybe you are. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. But the problem is you thinking that you have overcome something. You're thinking that these situations will not pop up. Oh, this person will no more disrespect me. And you give them chance again. Then boom, they disrespect you. Oh, this particular person will no longer betray me. He lied about me for so long. He's been envious of my life for so long. And you bring them back into your space thinking they've overcome it because they've been cool for a while. Then boom, they stab you at the back again. Those are old situations that will sometimes pop back up just to test your growth. So you need to be vigilant so you don't sleep. Let me ask you this. How often do we find ourselves confronted with familiar challenges, with similar situations, similar setbacks that seemingly pop out of nowhere? Just when we think that we've moved on, all right? Just when we think that we've moved past a difficult situation, boom, it resurfaces. And it comes to test our resolve. It pushes us to our limit. It's testing our growth. See, let me tell you this. These tests are not setbacks. I just want you to know that, all right? These tests are not setbacks. They are opportunities for your growth. They are opportunities for your transformation. They are opportunities for you to reaffirm your resolve that, see, I said I'm no more smoking. I said I'm no more drinking. I said I'm no more clubbing. I said I'm no more doing this. I'm no more doing that. I'm no more doing this. You reaffirm your resolve. But if you're not vigilant, you sleep because you think you've overcome them. If you're not vigilant, you sleep. See, let's think about this. Let me explain some things. Life is full of cycles. Life is full of patterns. Because of that life is predictable. Because of the patterns and the cycles of life, you can project, you can predict. In statistics, we call it trend analysis. You hear most often people will say trend is your friend. So if things have happened over time like this, there is a chance, high level of chance that they will happen again. Patterns of behavior, they are predictable. Patterns of thoughts are predictable. Patterns of circumstances, they are all around us because life is full of cycles, life is full of patterns. Old situations often resurface not to punish us. That's what I don't want you to take as if, because somebody said, let's go drink and you don't want to drink again. It's about punishment, it's about derailing. No. Old situations they are not resurfacing to punish you. They are not resurfacing to derail your progress. They are there to provide you with an opportunity to demonstrate how much you have grown. They are there to provide you with opportunity to show how much you have evolved since you last encountered those situations. So how can we navigate this test of growth with resilience, with resolve, with grace? I believe it starts with you knowing you being vigilant, you being aware, being mindful of the patterns in your life, being mindful of the cycles that governs your life is where it starts from. So I will advise you, pay attention to recurring situations in your life. Pay attention to recurring themes. Are people always betraying you? Then how are you opening up yourself for that? Are people always lying to you? Then how are you opening up yourself for that? Pay attention to recurring themes like that, recurring situations like that, that trigger familiar emotions, that trigger familiar reactions. These are often the areas where we have the most opportunity for growth. And another thing is, it's important for you to approach this test with the mindset of curiosity and openness. You don't just fight against what is coming, you chill. You ask, why are you coming back again? I thought I've overcome this. What's up with you? All right? You talk to the person, you talk to the situation as if it's a person. Instead of viewing these situations as obstacles or setbacks, you see them as opportunities for self-discovery. Oh, maybe I've not really overcome this. What can I learn about this? Maybe I've not really gotten over him. Maybe I've not really gotten over her. What is available for me to? How can I become better with this? How can I develop myself more? Personal development, what nugget of wisdom is within this? You ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can I respond in a way that reflects my maturity? How can I respond in a way that reflects that I've grown? How can I respond in a way that reflects that I have become a more matured human being? Another key aspect is resilience, all right? That is the ability for you to bounce back from adversity, for the ability for you to bounce back from setbacks and emerge stronger, emerge better than before. You remember this. Growth is not always linear. It's most times haphazard. You don't always just grow like on a straight line. No. Sometimes you grow, sometimes you come down. It's like ECG, or is it ECG now? This medical thing that goes up and down like that. Sometimes that is the pattern of growth. There will always be setbacks. There will always be downtimes. There will always be uptime. There will always be downtime. Do you understand me? And see, challenges will come along our ways. It is how we now respond to them that ultimately determines our destiny. How we respond to these setbacks, how we respond to these challenges that comes along our way that will determine how we end up eventually. So, what are the practical steps or strategies for navigating these tests of growth? The first thing I will say is be humble. Stay grounded in your values. Stay grounded in your principles. Be humble. When we are faced with old situations or old triggers, we need to take a moment to center yourself, all right? Take a moment to reconnect with what truly matters to you so that your value will guide you, your principles will help you to make decisions. And another thing is practice self-awareness, practice self-compassion. Be honest with yourself about your strengths, about your weaknesses, and be gentle with yourself as you navigate the ups and downs of life, the ups and downs of growth. You need to remember that growth is a journey. And it is okay for you to stumble along the way. It's okay for you to fall sometimes. What is important is that you keep moving forward, all right? You've committed to grow. You've committed to be better. What is important is make sure you are always moving forward. Another thing that is helpful is to seek support from other people. Surround yourself with friends, with family, with mentors who can offer you guidance, who can offer you encouragement, who can shape your perspective during challenging times. You need to remember, you don't have to face the test of life alone. All right, you don't have to face the test of life alone. The importance of vigilance cannot also be overemphasized. In navigating this test of growth, you need to be vigilant. It's easy to become complacent, overconfident once we've overcome a particular challenge, but old situations have a way of coming back when we least expect them, to test our resolve, to test our commitment to growth. You need to stay attuned, all right? You need to stay attuned to potential triggers and patterns that may indicate an old situation is about to come. Be prepared to respond with mindfulness, resilience, and grace, knowing that you have the power to overcome any obstacle that comes along your way. See, old situations will pop back up just to test your growth, so be vigilant. Do not sleep. Embrace these tests as opportunities for growth and transformation, and watch as you emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever.